Hey, hello everybody. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Today is March 22nd, 2021. We're going to work on page 158 and 159 today. Kind of jumping into the Hunger Games a little bit. They're going to let us read just a small piece of the Hunger Games. First things first, though, your do now is based on the word remove. Before starting your homework, it is helpful to remove any blank. Okay, so what do you remove? So remove means to take away, right? So some people are really good at kind of multitasking and doing different things. I'm not one of those people. I have to kind of be focused on one thing at a time. So for me, before starting any homework, it is helpful to remove any things that will distract me during my homework time. Okay, so something like that would be a great answer. Remove the dog so that it won't bark. Remove the phone from the room so you won't be tempted to look at the phone. Things like that. Okay. All right. So we're looking at page 158, 159. We've got the word remain and we've got the word require. Okay. So remain means to be left over after other parts are used or destroyed. So to be left over after other parts are used or destroyed. What does your school do with students' items that remain unclaimed? Items that remain unclaimed at school are put in the lost and found, office, tag cell, whatever. Okay? So to be left over after other parts are used or destroyed. I want you guys to fill in this one on your own. Okay, now we've got the word require. To make it mandatory for something or someone to do something. Okay, the requirements. So you guys will have requirements to graduate high school. Okay, so you will have classes that are mandatory for you to graduate. Okay, that means that you have to have those classes, a passing score in those classes. Okay, all right, if you ran your school, what course would you require every student to take? If I ran the school, I would require every student to take blank. Okay, I want you to fill that in. Okay, now as we're looking over at the second page, these are things you're going to be looking for as you read. Okay, the key idea, what are the Hunger Games? The Hunger Games are blank. Based on Katniss's description of the rules of the Hunger Games, how does she feel about the event? Okay, so we're looking about how Katniss feels about the event of the Hunger Games. And then here's a stretch. Why does the mayor read this history of Panem every year before the start of the Hunger Games? Okay, why do you think he reads the history of Panem every year before the start of the Hunger Games? Okay, he reads the story blank. Okay, let's take a look here. From the Hunger Games, let's see. 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen lives in the country of Panem. Each year, 2 young people from each of Panem's districts are chosen by lottery to participate in the Hunger Games, a violent fight to the death. Katniss, her young sister Prim, and her friend Gell are among those whose names are in the lottery this year. In the following excerpt, Katniss describes what happens. Just as the town clock strikes 2, the mayor steps up to the podium and begins to read. It's the same story every year. He tells of the history of Panem, the country that rose up out of the ashes of a place that was once called North America. He lists the disasters, the droughts, the storms, the fires, the encroaching seas that swallowed up so much of the land, the brutal war for what little sustenance remained. The result, come on. Sorry. What in the world? The result was Panem, a shining. That does not make sense, guys. I'm trying to get this. It's not making sense to me. He lists the disasters, the droughts, the storms, the fires, the encroaching seas that swallowed up so much of the land, the brutal war for what little sustenance remained. The result was Panem, a shining capital ringed by 13 districts, which brought peace and prosperity to its citizens. Then came the Dat days, the uprising, the dark days. For some reason, those R's are like messing me up today. Okay. Then came the dark days, the uprising of the districts against the capital. 12 were defeated, the 13th obliterated. The Treaty of Treason gave us the new laws to guarantee peace, and as our yearly reminder that the dark days must never be repeated, it gave us the Hunger Games. The rules of the Hunger Games are simple. In punishment for the uprising, each of the 12 districts must provide one girl and one boy called tributes to participate. The 24 tributes will be imprisoned in a vast outdoor arena that could hold anything from a burning desert to a frozen wasteland. Over a period of several weeks, the competitors must fight to the death. The last tribute standing wins. Taking the kids from our districts, forcing them to kill one another while we watch, this is the capital's way of reminding us how totally we are at their mercy. How little chance we would stand of surviving another rebellion. Whatever words they use, the real message is clear. Look how we take your children and sacrifice them, and there's nothing you can do. If you lift a finger, we will destroy every last one of you, just as we did in District 13. To make it humiliating as well as torturous, the capital requires us to treat the Hunger Games as a festivity, a sporting event pitting every district against the others. The last tribute alive receives a life of ease back home, and their district will be showered with prizes, largely consisting of food. All year the capital will show the winning district gifts of grain and oil, and even delicacies like sugar, while the rest of us battle starvation. Okay, all right. So the Hunger Games are blank. I want you to fill that in. Based on Katniss's description of the rules of the Hunger Games, how does she feel about the event? Okay, so right here, just gonna kind of give you a bunch of that. And then why does the mayor read the history of Panem every year before the start of the Hunger Games? Okay, why do you think he does that? Okay, all right, let's go with that. Have an amazing day, guys. Thanks.